Code renown total. The famed number. The gods are dead. Everyone's wounded. The journey continues. It is nearly time to time. So in our first 20 days of travel, Void Team made it to the Godstone. For each additional cycle of the siege, you can earn up to a week-ish? So welcome to the siege. The Void is here. Only a hastily assembled and tenuously maintained dome of light protects all that remains in Arborang. The Void is out there. Shifting. Screaming. The market's still open. You want to buy an item? You want Gerdar's advice? The other team would have loved to receive Gerdar's advice. To Will return, that'd be great in the Void. Team's all rested up. Expect no problems to befall Siege Team. Siege Team is extremely equipped to face whatever is thrown at them. A funeral. The gods are dead. The world is ending. Skull. He does this all the time. It's the end of the world. Everyone's bringing out their big thoughts. No better time for them. So, during each cycle of the siege, there will be a list of things to do. How well you do them will translate into time earned for the Void team. This seems like it needs attention. Half the town being on fire? And yes, setting aside all the human factors of desperately struggling to maintain the dome with our ever-dwindling supplies, the warped are also out there, perfectly fine in the abyss, drawn to the dome. Things are getting a bit noodly on the wall. I don't think there's a title I would want to give Aleo. I'm just okay with making him more durable. And then, yeah, Hogan. Hogan has max Death Messenger. Luton has max Bloodletter. Colette has full Oathmaker. Bastion is the mountain. Yeah, Siege Team kind of has all of the titles it will need. Now, movement strength with resistant break. Versus, what is Aleo carrying right now? The Feather for movement and less aggro. Yeah, let's give you the figurine. And then I can try to pass out more of these to our reserve team members. Since, absolutely, with this team, gonna be pushing our luck all the time. Or no, Leander on Goodmunder. Will and will return on, I guess, Durian? Rather on Scathach. And yeah, then everyone has a thing that's reasonably useful. To battle! So this time, even though she mentions defending Menders, they're off-panel here. They're background Menders. Weaving away at nothing. As it's time to fight, something's... Ah! Warped Horse! Gives will to nearby allies on exploding. Has Pin, which isn't too bad as a special move. So, many Stone Singers, one bear. Good times for all. Yeah, I have time to set up the full move before that Scourge advances. So let's get to it. This is the tale. And let's see, how much ground would Drumfire cover? If I step forward 5 tiles, I hit all of that. If I get right up there, into contact with the bear. Okay, so confirmation that Warped Dredge count as Dredge for rule text purposes. Alright, the umbrage. This too is the legend. Yeah, you're trapped back there. That's right, make a move. Try me. Though also, yeah, let's see. Alright, the 26 there is very concerning. Yeah, that needs to get shot. And so it was. Alright, a little bit of disease in play, but that's entirely work-withable. That's not going to have a chance to come up. Not really. Six actions left to finish off these two. This one. Hate to see it happen. We fight on. Just the one KO that I can easily replace. And nobody else on the team really damaged. Just some armor down off of Ubin, but otherwise he's fine. And yeah, go ahead and set up like this. Or even... yeah, the lead back one. Looting in there. Couple of shields, one sword. Slinger and a trooper, and this is just a two-way fight, so one of you has the item. Divert, dodge, never deflected, and move speed up. Well, move will expenditure up. It's alright. Alright, but the armor's still up, that wasn't quite decisive. Except in that it was decisive. He will bleed out soon. A lot. We have the Blood Prince. And his ways are strong. Right, there's no more benefit to telling the tale, actually. We've done that, so I should have shifted Aleo up to attack mode. Not well. You can just be there for now. Only you could spin. We have so much to teach you. Should have just done a normal break attack there. Should have gone for the break attack. It's a good cat. If there is a time for him to lead, let the Prince of all humans make his stand. Six and a half days.
Death March?
Death March.
Where are we?
We've done one cycle.
Okay.
So this team has still just left the Godstone, and they've been handed another week.
Okay.
Folks are holding up as best you can in the void. After a month in the void.
It's good for you. Good for your skin. The void.
Yeah, the sun orb protecting you from the void.
You won't get skin cancer.
Ah, yes, in this timeline, both brothers are alive.
Are they the? Yeah, they are.
A toast to regret.
Also, Eric, you should know better than anyone else that your family is dead.
You watched your city burn. You watched your city liquefy. Well, I always wanted to... No one is listening to Ditch.
Shut up, Ditch.
This is over. Stop doing things. Stop it. Don't. We just now learned how you did this. You broke it.
Bach is thinking about spears. In case you were wondering.
What does Ingvar dream of? Well...
Finding an
moving
even
on.
smaller town than Skogar and living there instead. An even more remote place where less people will find him.
Sun bits.
Void sun.
Sun shrapnel.
I like how the dark sun is just kind of like a glass orb.
Yeah, it's nice. Neat. Everything down here is a very sensible level of weird. I was gonna say, of all the characters, I was going to start saying that Avon is the one who has gotten the most noticeably fucked up, but then of course we've allowed Ivor to get mauled, so...
Yeah. Ivor has... yeah. Oh, his
down an
horn,
arm,
too.
down an eye, one of his horns is split open.
I didn't
There's
even
got some
notice
decent
that.
cracks in it as well. Everyone has seen better days.
Well, now you gotta split the other one to make them even.
Better review. The way that we can fix this is that Juno is alive right now because she's kind of not actually, but an entire sun has just been kind of tucked into her body, and that is keeping her alive. We're gonna fix this by putting the sun back in the orb and back in the sky, and then the world will start moving again. Which will leave Juno still immortal, but trapped in the sun. Forever.
On fire for eternity.
Or on void.
One or
On
the other.
warm. Of
Flip a
light.
coin, Rip.
Forever. You know, the undersun, it's a cold heat.
I thought we had an agreement here.
But what if? Be sure that you've been perhaps following and absorbing the general sense of the themes here. Life keeps getting worse for Avon because he keeps trying to sneak out of it. He keeps trying to find the free exit. He keeps being a wizard and wizarding at problems. Avon cannot accept loss. You know, he has brain problems, wizard
Also, yeah,
problems.
all wizards have brain problems. Males especially.
Especially males of, like, the true wizard line descended from the original wizards. Those nearest understanding of the gods. Got a bit of the cursed blood. It happens.
Oh, that's funny. The loneliest girl is calling us a sad baby.
The environments have always been used to help impress a nice sense of scale when you go places. This is just one little chunk of the dark sun. This giant spike that would tower over the tallest buildings. That's a scrap. Hmm.
Yeah. Squishy fruit.
Strange earth fruit. Earth mushroom. I wonder how much harder this is if you don't recruit any of the dredge.
So without Apostate, Kiwi, or
Or Castaway, because they seem to all have a scene where they do something helpful with their local knowledge.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you had dog eggs earlier.
Yeah. And also getting warned about the bell at the Godstone. Just being asked, no, don't. Just leave it. They trust you, don't they?
They trust you. They don't trust me, but they trust you.
And as always, so trust is more than just a word. Trust is a very large word. Who do you trust with what in what situations?
The word trust is thrown around a lot, but it doesn't typically get the depth of what it means.
Do you
in this
trust
situation.
blindly, or do you trust in some sort of informed manner? To whom and when, etc. They created an immortal. I mean, at great expense, given that the world is exploding as a result of this, but
It cost a bit.
that's wild. There's, in fact, maybe very little beyond the power of the Volca, if they're willing to go for it. They come as gods?
Yeah, now that I think about it, why is Bellower immortal?
We don't know.
What sun did he eat?
We don't know how he got so large and so angry. There's a lot left unsaid about what distinguishes the Sunder from the rest of them. They all have some manner of strange, exceptional powers. When did they happen? Like, did the Dredge God make them as champions, or did they emerge later from the population? Is there any relation between that and the point where they learned to reproduce as something they weren't initially able to do? Bellower still out there. This flows very naturally. That the moment the subject is raised, all of the other Varl that are down here are just like, yeah, sure, all right.
Alright, yeah, mine.
Of our bones, let's go.
Of our bones, etc.
Final battle? Final battle. Let's do it. Perhaps I can reason with Bellower. I could talk down Bellower. Maybe.
Hi, I'm friends with the Varl that killed your family. Do you want to be friends with him?
Okay.
I could set up a play date.
He may have mellowed a bit, in the centuries since he murdered your wife and son. Or daughter. We don't know who the child was.
We don't even know. That's not a detail in the story worth telling.
Fan theory that I've been meaning to wedge in here at some point. I think from my reading of the text, that they, decide at some point during their life which they'd like to be. Given that they weren't created with genders way back, primevally, they at some point gained the ability to do that. That maybe it's more of a profession than an inbuilt property. Because that would fit up with, all the appearances, all the professions, all of the fashions that we see. None of those are consistent signifiers one way or the other.
Not really, no.
That seems to just be, an identity thing. Maybe even coming down to, did you decide to weave yourself a child, or carve yourself a child? Okay, you're a lady. You've done it. Or if, they actually, two of them need to collaborate, then that creates a pair when they do so. There's plenty of questions left open, and that's fine. You sculpt the child, and it is a rock. At some point, it'll grow into something. Do you want to send a message? I'm sorry, don't bring it up or fuck you.
I kind of want to, I'm really morbidly curious what happens if you just say sorry to the angry god Dread.
Would this get Alfred murdered? Alfred would probably decline to say this. Out of expecting that would happen. Yeah, let's apologize. We grieve. Ivor has been torn up about this forever.
Ivor's always felt bad about it. That hasn't changed.
Ivor went out and fought him on the bridge out of, just kind of being ready to end it. It has only reached this point because he managed to survive that moment.
I got this scene too, but due to a weird glitch thing, and
yeah, you got this scene, but you were supposed to be on the Bulwark path, and you just temporarily glitched into this side of the plot.
Which is making me worried that you're going to have to fight both Bellower and Bulwark.
I feel like Bulwark stayed up top. I don't think he came through the portal. Yeah, Ivor continues to have nightmares about what he did. He is tormented. Well, everyone's lightly injured. Not entirely
Oh.
injured. Folka's fine.
Oh my. And all your Varl are gone.
All our Varl are off making the stand. Doing the move. It's rough. Although, Ivor, since he is a full monster killer, he could recover strength if I set him up for some kills.
Yeah, he's got to get kills while being gimped, though.
I can arrange that, though. I have people for that. Yeah, Avon can work around having low strength because he's using lightning. Would I rather have frontliners than skirmishers, though? I want Spar around because he's unharmed and, you know, he brings will. Or, let's see, right now Ivor is using... Yeah, the horn. Castaway has the method. Someone could get good use out of the necklace. Hmm. If Mogan the Hopeful.
Oh, that's right. He depends on adjacency.
Give you that. Now you're normalized back to regular strength and have 40% dodge, and you're boosting
Sure.
everyone around you.
You just gave him regular dodge, right? So he's got 45%.
Yeah, and so
Almost,
these four will
almost
form
half.
these four will form a pretty tough front line. And yeah, you have full Titan straps. And full divert. So you are as robust as possible. Could give you more will. So you keep running out of that, and the moment you do, you lose a lot of mobility.
Yeah, Falca needs that willpower.
Apostate is missing.
Oh.
I think that happened for you as well, though, during this segment. So maybe they're just idle.
Did they want to see Bellower?
I don't know.
I'm not expecting this to turn out for anything, but there's chance for something neat to happen there. But are we fighting Bellower now, or just his dudes?
Not yet. We're just fighting some dudes. So we got 2 large, 1 singer, 1 bear.
Okay. Not the really dangerous kind of bear.
Yeah, not
Sand bear.
not standard bear. Tunnel bear.
Mole bear.
2 slingers, 2 grunts, and I've taken a moment to reflect on this elsewhere. It was shown off very much during the low points of last session. These fuckers just break all the rules of how the game is balanced. These 16, 17... There's 2 Ivers here. There's 2 Ivers and 2 ranged Ivers here.
Yeah.
The high-end units are still playing within the caps that were pretty normal for big units. 2015, we could have seen that stat line in Act 2 or even Act 1. 1619, very nice. Also within reason. This on a small and this on a ranged? Disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It especially stands out because then, like, the Tunneling Bear, 1214 is a really reasonable stat line. 1214-6. This adds danger by adding more rules text to interact with, by getting fancy. And that's the way you scale up. You get fancier. You get more rules to try and leverage. These just get large, and it's boring. Especially these with Overwatch and largeness.
Oh wait, it's called Lookout.
Yeah, look out on them.
Uh-huh.
They give you the look. I want to go kind of thus was. Yeah, kind of start over here. Because, like, this crack is probably also an obstacle, since this one is. Single battle. So, grunt.
Probably because we're in the middle of a death march with more than one battle.
Probably. Grunt, Scourge. Also, we're down a bunch of characters, so they're probably not so rude as to throw a chain fight on that.
You'd think so, but this game has done that before.
They can be quite rude. So, the red zone's up here right now. Let's take our time. Keep together. Look for every opportunity to get the drop on the enemy rather than be dropped on. Group up here so I can pile all those hopeful buffs into you for 19 effective armor. Yeah, you aren't going anywhere. So, Singer, Bear, Slingers. And the first of this group will get a chance to go in after them. Gonna be Folka. Folka, then Ivor. Yeah, let's set up a spin worth telling. There will probably be something we can spin into once they're all done piling in. And there's the wobble. Seven to get at those. So I could almost but not quite reach that. Yeah, not quite. Too lateral. Yeah, arriving here will be just barely out of range. Can hit the bear. But it'd have to be standing, like, right at Folka. Get this shot. But for now, just one will for 2 damage is okay. Rude. Terrible, gross animal.
I don't think I've ever seen that attack.
They don't do it often.
Yeah, every time I fight them, they just do the burrowing thing, which takes forever. That's why I notice it.
Right, your regular range is being boosted right now.
Regular range gets boosted, but not special.
Not special move range. So hoping to drop a bomb right back there in the corner. Alright, so you have set up. Which will be fine for Folka to step up here. Chip this armor. Disgusting. Ranged characters are kept under control by capping their strength very low, and these are 16 strength ranged characters. They're garbage.
Hard mode does certain things with the numbers in this game that I don't agree with.
Does things that disagree with what numbers are supposed to do.
Also, yeah, there's a few problems with the enemy having Overwatch in the sense that A, we're in the purple void and the symbol is purple. B, sometimes it doesn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Much like the sludge on the floor, sometimes that doesn't show up. I think the balance.
Problems.
Yeah, I think the balance of the game makes a lot more sense on normal mode, and especially in the case of like Bulwark's Caravan and everything involving Bulwark. Like his numbers are serviceable on normal, but not at all good on hard.
Mm-hmm.
They are not enough. And I say serviceable because even when I was using him on normal, he would still get knocked out in most fights. And that just may be the way I was using him. Maybe I was a bit too reckless, but it felt very hard to keep Bulwark alive with as much armor as they gave you.
Yeah.
Which was very little.
And, like, the huge Bulwark problem is that, like, Cole the Weak is overcosted for what it does. Like, his regular strength and break are kind of nicely calibrated around not being crazy when you double attack. But then, like, okay, Cole the Weak shows up, and it just doesn't do enough. You have to spend 3 will to attempt 1 regular attack.
To do strength damage, yeah.
To do enough strength damage to kill, to then get a chance to use another Cole the Weak for that same, like, chip damage.
You're better off just swinging at one person twice if you can arrange it. I didn't use Call the Week at all, really.
And then Bear Rage is just bad. Well, that happened.
Speaking of Bear.
Goodbye, Avent. Wait. That was advertising more damage than I got. Numbers are very fake right now. Real pity about not being able to capitalize on this 3 chain of lightning. That would have been some good times. Oh well, we're gonna group up. We'll see what can be done. Well, there's a good shape. Alright, Castaway is out, but not without having done some work. So 9, 12, 9, 15, and 6. The enemy's mostly under control right now. These 3 can pull this off.
You have enough?
Well, this one can pull this off, and these 2 will help.
Can support.
Right. You're doing that.
Whoops.
Moving's illegal today.
I like when I have to squint to see that the indicator is actually there.
It's still on, but that will be chip damage against Bogan, so I'd rather get him into position. Yeah, he's fine. He dodged. Start using the orb to soften up the singer. And then we flail. Also, wait, are you poisoned in any way? No. Alright, why are you bubbling then? Whose bubbles are this? Oh, it was... You got shot with the acid earlier, didn't you? Or someone else did who was standing here, and the bubbles just haven't gone away?
I think Ivor's body is there.
Maybe. Under the dust and the other bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, he's covered by a few things right now, but I think he's down.
Somebody got gunked earlier. Alright, good. Good. Back away. Don't put any disease onto the field, because that would ruin me.
Yeah, actually, that would be terrible, but this is fine.
Dropping dead, though. That's great. Love it. Can't get enough of that.
Cast exactly one spell and pass out.
That's right, it's Ragnarok. Alright, yeah. The Hopeful Brother will do a lot to help even this team out. That's an appreciable buff.
So maybe now we have two characters that can survive to the end of a fight.
Maybe. Now, what if I had a third? Just pivot to all shield folks. Just humans with shields. That's all we need. Maybe have Spar hiding behind them to shout at people.
Which of your characters is immune to injury?
I don't recall.
Because I think you gave someone that title.
Yeah, Apostate was doing fine. Apostate is a good friend to Folka and does good work, wherever they are.
Oh, by the way.
Yep, clock's out. Time to go back. Right, game? You gonna load, right? You gonna load the city?
Oh god, please don't. Did it save? After
Last
that
time this happened, it had auto-saved after the fight.
Man, I'm thinking which problem I would have rather have more. God-awful frame rate or just randomly not loading things.
Well, start that back up.
It is a miracle that games even exist.
Alright, directly back to the city.
Just load into the city.
We've pulled back to the next set of walls. We have things to
And-
do.
And now everyone is a zombie.
Anyone who doesn't make it, they join the ranks. How's the family? Did any of your children vanish? What kind of man would I be if I weren't around at all times to protect my family? Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Been a while.
Yeah, but Hogan's managed to keep his whole family together. He hasn't had any tragedy.
Aside from the missing brother.
Whatever. It's just his twin brother. Nothing important.
Stop to have that moment of wait. Of all, if you could have made any possible world, why'd you build ours? Why'd you build this garbage world? Why did you build Winter? Who wrote
Is
Winter?
it bad by design? That's on purpose?
Did they intend that, or is that part of it starting to fuck up after they left? Who came up with bears? Why are bears here?
Don't worry, your brother's in the void.
He's fine. He has hope, you should have hope. You, Death's messenger.
Oh, did you give him? Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He got the.
Yeah, the chain attack buff for flailing.
Right. I was kind of hoping that would happen, actually, if he had died with the Raven.
That you'd get to fight Warped Mogan.
Yeah, that he just shows up randomly in a battle and no one mentions anything because there's no time to talk about that. Just, oh, I recognize that guy.
And speaking of, you're actually injured right now. So I could tag you out for, yeah, anybody. Here's. Yeah, Luden is out of the ranks at the moment. Because I let him guard one of the walls. I don't think that gets him killed.
No. No, I would have known if that, because I'm pretty sure I put him on the walls every time.
He
I've
knows
seen
what
that
he's
happen.
doing. For now, hey, the town is on fire a bit.
Oh, hey, fire.
It's fine. Rugga's portion of the town is on fire.
Oh.
Oh, this isn't even a battle. We just get to murder them all.
Yeah, you just killed them all.
They were completely helpless. They couldn't put up any fight. Their homes were on fire. We really killed all of them.
You just walked in there and shot a bunch of people.
Remarkable.
They didn't even fight back.
Now the city's been purified. Maybe rebels will never pester us again. Maybe.
Super Vader, man, we just murdered all of Rugga's loyalists, or at least whoever was caught in that fire. And their families, I presume. I assume all of them are dead.
Yeah, there's Luden. He's fine. Time for some fighting on the wall. In which case, yeah, get Luden back up there. Who would want this cat?
What is this cat figurine? Is that the thing you got?
We
in the
won
first
this during our first wave battle. It gives the horse ability of more movement per will and a bunch of dodge.
Okay, the divert armor and dodge strength is really what makes that great. That's just 30% don't get hit.
Yeah, this is a lot of tanking. Would that be better than the meat bottle for Bastion? It might. That much dodge is probably similar value to having the resist and the regen. And he's the one who's already level 13. That frees up somebody else to earn the mead. Or I could just leave it behind, since -2 strength attack is a bit of a drawback. Ubin could use a title. Foolish, Forsaken. Definitely not Forsaken, since you provide buffs. Unbent, maybe. Unmoved. Wolf is a title that I might hand to Aleo for the move up and the aggro reduction. Let him sneak around. Twiceborn, if I hadn't already given the brother a title, because that is good for someone who you throw into the middle of things and let them fall down. Hakon could probably use Twiceborn. Spring back up with 5/5/5 and keep going for a bit. No, Hakon would take unmoved. Yeah, let's unbend you. Be large. Be wise. Wolf might be better on the other caravan as well. This team
Honestly,
has enough.
This team doesn't need titles. You have figured out this end of the game. I'm not concerned with, like, there's nothing this part of the game could throw at you that you would not be able to handle.
And like,
Although,
yeah, so to remind about number, look at the warped Varl here. 15-12, 11-14, 10-12 horses. These all have sensible numbers. Like, the biggest ones are, again, 16-20, 16-20. That's all very normal and approachable.
it's so weird.
Why are all the void numbers so much worse?
The void numbers are just way worse.
They're so gross. The void
It's always
numbers.
Team B. Team B always gets shit on so badly. And even in the first game, Team B is like Rook's caravan. That's your famine caravan.
Yeah, then they get promoted starting in Act 2 to real caravan.
Yeah, to the main caravan. And you have these side stories for other people that are severely gimped in some.
Yeah, this is the setup. Because I'd like to remove that archer still and start putting damage into these guys. And this will give me ways to do that while also, like, yeah. Overwatch here will fend off that entire half of the map. Chain fight, 30 actions to kill all of this. Defend yourself. How polite. Yeah, now that's taken care of, and this is taken care of. That's right, you get yours. Don't even have to directly guard them, and can instead drop the fire.
Oh, hey, Void Horse. Is that new?
We saw a Void Horse a moment ago. They explode. Normal
They're
Void
kind of
stuff.
uncommon. They're not a huge problem.
A curiosity, the Void Horse. Yeah. The fire.
Wow.
Feel the burn.
Oh, so you actually managed to use drum fire too.
It's a pretty decent move.
When you're not fighting Dredge, yeah.
Yes.
There's got to be like an opportunity to, or some kind of formation to use it, but yeah.
These
It's
maps
usable,
up
but-
on the walls are exactly the time for it to shine. Just these narrow
Yeah.
battlefields.
Yeah, I like these setups for these fights. This part of I like this part of the game where you have to go back to the city and you know, handle the various crises that are happening.
Act 3 has a good finale going on.
Yeah. Yeah, aside from my problems with numbers and stuff and mechanics. I like the way it's told. It makes sense. It works.
Yeah, we definitely have this within the move budget.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to stay aggressive.
Yeah, you already got the two most dangerous Varl, and the other two are way weak.
And haven't boxed myself in all that badly. So I will get to move forward against them. Yeah, you bleed out. And then we advance.
Okay, good. I was worried it wouldn't get him in the corner there, but...
2, 5, 9, 12. It's time to stop singing and start killing. That moment in every bard's life.
Where you pick up a knife.
All part of the show, folks.
Yeah, I can just remove that guy. Yeah, I think you're okay, here. I think you might have this.
Yeah, I can let Luden finish off that one. So, reveal weakness on you. Got him.
Reveal weakness seems really great because it's almost like Alette is still doing regular attacks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just add that in there. You're getting actually more, if you're still using Tale Worth Telling, you're getting even more value out of it.
We have very strong tools on this team
On
for
this
dealing with problems. On this team.
There may be some other team, and they may have other issues.
Fight on! And yeah, let's redeploy. Get back into the
You
same
need to
shape.
replace anyone?
Nah, no one's really hurt. Luden is down some armor. That's it, mostly. Alright. That's pretty light.
Yeah.
One warped singer. One small hawk, one big hawk. Couple
Wait,
horses.
did the singer go first and immediately start wiggling?
Yes!
Oh.
Carrying
Interesting.
the Hope of Gods. +1 all talents, +3 armor, 20% divert armor. Yeah, alright. That's a
Okay.
string of text.
On the team who no longer needs trinkets, but sure, we'll take it.
The tale continues.
And yeah, they only have you do 2 waves here, I guess.
Not starting with a let is a bit rough. Down goes Luden. To shreds. That's fine. You two are my next problems.
Yeah, the horse corner and 1 Varl.
So I want to burn the 2 of you extensively. Then I set up this. Now, you have fucked up.
You have fucked up. You fucked up. You have fucked up.
Yeah, umbrage. Makes sense.
Well, we'll just take those points back. Thank
Ursa down in 1. As
That's
normal.
about right.
Ursa is extremely fragile. That's what she does.
That's nothing.
And instead of Overwatch, let's actually take the edge off of you. Get you back to normal. Back to dead. Immediately.
Nice. Oh my god.
Shoving someone through the drum fire, forcing them to walk
my
back across the
God.
drum fire again. This too is the legend.
Oh my god.
You have
I
fucked up.
I do not have the strength to walk across these coals. I am fucking dead. I chose Rook because I wanted the sad dad story.
And it's a fine tale.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But you can do well with either character. Fortunately, as you know should be able to. You would expect that from a good game.
We still take the occasional injury. But we are otherwise unshakable.
You're not invincible, but you're pretty close.
I suppose that's the thing that's setting this off. The Void Caravan is like only fighting Warped Dredge at all. Whereas this team gets to fight Warped Human, Warped Varl, Warped Horse.
There should be. There are dredge in this mix-up. There's everything in this mix-up. Really.
Lose the willpower I was going to spend to walk that last step.
Oh, okay. I thought you just misclicked. But no, the game ate your willpower.
Wait, what did you cast? What were you trying to do?
I think he was trying to rupture.
I guess.
Or, actually, no. Umbrage also needs a target to go off of, so
Yeah.
it could have been.
Maybe it's that.
Either way, he doesn't have a target, so I don't think he can technically cast any spell.
I think he too has fucked up.
Oh, that's the carpet. Oh yeah, we've seen that in the shop back when shops were a thing.
This shop's still a thing. This team gets a shop. Because they just didn't have enough. Until the shop gets eaten by the void, it's there.
Wait, so do we still have one?
Maybe.
Or did it get eaten?
It may have
after
been
we
eaten
lost it?
just now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that would make sense.
Like, they put it up on the cliff. But it could be out of commission now. It's still there. The market is fine.
Good.
And yes, so each time we cycle back, the void is closer and closer. And from what I've heard elsewhere, you can... there isn't actually a failure state. There's a worst ending where the world ends, but like if you run out of Arborang, you just get to go back to the Void team with no timer and see it through to the end.
Even though everyone is dead.
Horse fight.
Horse fight.
Horse fight. And from what we know of horses, they do love a good fight. They do understand to kneel before their Khan over here.
Yeah, they know. Hey, who supported you when you did a bunch of murders outside of our, outside of our purview? We overlooked that.
2 days. We've earned 2 more days with this cycle.
Well, that's weird. You earned more than 48 hours there. Unless my math is seriously messed up.
Yeah, we've earned like 2 2/3 days, 33 1/3% days.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
That might be enough for the home stretch.
Meanwhile,
You should have seen Krumer. Krumer's last raid. His most daring scheme yet. Being fucking dead.
yeah, being a big dumb idiot who wants to die. You got your wish. Good job.
Everyone else came back from the scheme, though. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. A mass suicide.
That should be how the game ends.
Morale
If
declines.
you go back 12
White tower
times,
that looked like a toothpick when I first saw it.
you should
Now
win, go
shores
back, and
above
everyone's
our
dead.
heads. Dwarfing any structure made by kings. or
Well,
law.
I think you
This is
made it.
where
0
troubles
days
began.
remain. Can we
With
touch the
luck.
tower?
Where they will end.
Did we get... Yes! Maybe? Maybe. Maybe, unless there's any more walking. That timer is very exact and very strict. During Voice of Dog's run, Ivor was cut off mid-sentence to go back to the city and do another round of fighting.
Yeah, and I think I went back 3 times or 4
Bulwark
times.
is here.
What?
Why is Bulwark here?
Man!
So Act 3 just doesn't work. There is no split. The split's fake.
I guess not. I don't know.
The branch is made up and not real, because now Bulwark is here.
Bellower does not exist.
Hi, Bulwark. You fight, but you both are there always, and I guess we're fighting him. And yeah, so putting it forward, Bulwark has not been controlled by Bellower after all of this, after all the visions. He's been persuaded. Bulwark understands betrayal and anger. It's just, you know what? Yeah. Fuck this world. Football.
Football.
Enough talk. Have at you. Everyone is injured. Apostate's back, though.
Everyone's injured, but you've got everyone.
Have everyone. Have 80 more renown to spend to try to prop up this team.
One wave.
Just one wave.
Just one wave. And you know why there's only one wave? Because you headbutted him.
Cutting him off
That
means he has no time to prepare more army to go against me.
On normal mode, I did this in a 3-wave fight, and that was very difficult.
Hopeful, killer,
I did it on my first.
last standing. I can afford to make Spar the Wolf.
Yeah, you got any last titles to hand out? Now's the.
Now is the time. Do I bring Avon? Do I bring, I don't know, Alfred? Alfred would help mitigate the damage. But then, because that heal is so small, it would usually be better to instead deal more damage to the enemy.
Althron's heal is really not impactful enough to use it in the middle of a.
Do I pivot to Team Shield humans? Yeah. Just these three making their stand at the end of the world. Put Ivor near the back of the initiative and just prop up Valgard into somebody huge. Velguard does not have enough kills to become any huger than this. Rank 10 Velguard, that's it. So then just promote everyone else as best I can. More spar. And more Mogan? His full bonus crit, full armor regen, more dodge. As much as you can manage. Yes, that'll now be a total of 55 strength dodge. He'll manage. And Apostate. Full Titan. Give you some dodge. There. This is the team. This is the... Well, Velguard needs an item.
God, of course Ivor's injured.
Everyone's injured. No one comes out of this alive.
Alright, but this is still doable.
Yeah. In none waves, Bulwark's right there. And as our gimmick for this final battle, there's these shards that you can knock them over and launch them in a line to damage an enemy.
Kind of neat how those
I suppose Ivor's mandatory. Why wouldn't he be?
Also, yeah, Bulwark has numbers now.
Yeah, he picked up some numbers. Now he is Asunder. Now he's functional. 2025 8-will Bulwark. Still though, no regen, no possession, no teleporting. No bonus actions beyond just the basic frenzy. And the opportunity for culling. We can do this. Ivor will probably fall down unless action 1 is to put Folka up here and guard. There, now he's fine. Pile all the shield folk around him. Apostate can't quite get in with a stab. The Scourge won't get a chance to do anything. Neither will these shield bangers. They're stuck back there. These two might get to join the fight.
Bulwark isn't going to use Call the Weak, and if he does, he won't. The AI won't use it correctly.
So Apostate out here, and it might be worth it to cast Umbrage? Not yet. Hold off for now. So, demonstration of what the shards do.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, and that opening battering ram counted. That was real. He's
Good.
down 1 point of armor. Good job, Ivor.
Got him. Only 20. Just do that 20 more times, and we'll be able to get a hit in on him.
The wiggling has begun.
Somehow, I don't think they're going to try to explode one of the 2 other dredge on the field.
Probably not. And this classic move.
Okay, this is good though. This would actually really work out for us if we get it to work.
Yes. That is vital to keeping him locked down. Just need a little longer to get all his armor out of him. Then
He
we
will not
start
move
dealing the
again.
damage. And yeah, we can
He
kind of
moves
keep
after
him.
Folka moves again.
We can keep him locked down indefinitely like this. Yeah, it has begun. Like, yeah, this
Excellent.
guy can threaten those 2 a little bit, but not really that much. Alright, that blocks what I was going to have Valgard do of step around and launch that crystal.
That sucks, kinda.
Kinda. It's not too bad, though. Just means he's not joining in the main fight yet. Yeah, just leave Ivor alone. Soften you up.
Yeah,
Get
the
some
poison in
disease on the board. And now,
there. How much?
out to spin. Just a little.
Wait, just 1? That's it?
Just 1. Ivor's very beat up right now. So, actually, probably preferable to break the rest of his armor. Yeah, that makes sure that somebody else will finish the job.
Well, Folka can get a hit on him.
You don't get to take actions. You stay at the back of the line where you belong. Fucking 2025 Bulwark, get out of here.
Oh, shit.
These numbers are fake. Also, that crystal doesn't keep her from stabbing you, so...
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, we can step
solved.
through that.
Fight solved. Fight over. Always bet on the brothers.
I don't know about that yet. There
Okay,
is
we still have to
the
beat the rest of
fight.
them. Fight solved,
still
though.
You still gotta win. But yes, that was definitely the worst thing on the field.
So, not time to use the orb yet. It is time to cut more armor off of you. Now the spins can start to matter. Just a little bit.
Ah.
Nice. Spar is
I
down.
like the
Spar did
crystals.
well.
They're pretty neat,
Yeah,
actually.
the crystals are a nice final gimmick. They
Yeah.
work.
The fact that you can launch them makes them great. It means that you may have an extra move, actually, that you may not normally have. If someone's just out of your range, but you are able to hit a crystal, you might be able to just throw some damage into someone.
Alright,
from
that
far
Scourge now has a chance to get into the fight. It's not great, because right now, probably he kills Mogan. Unless I can lure him out of doing that. Fight me. Nope, still gonna go for it. He did what he had to. He did all we've ever asked.
That's really not good.
Not perfect, but We're still in this. Everyone's gotten kind of broken up. This one crystal is really in our way.
That one battering ram where they moved Folka out of formation really kind of messed up your ability to keep your unity.
Mm-hmm. It was disruptive. So, that shield, this shield, then back to the Scourge. Or, no, back to the Grunts first. That's the Grunt helmet. The Warped Grunt. Well, Folka's in there.
Well,
She'll do what she has to. 3-point orb chain.
yeah.
That does what it has to. Good dodge. Also, hello. Ivor can kill. Ivor can recover health.
Ah. Okay, but can Folka survive these remaining 5 enemies?
Probably.
Well, hopefully by the time she's by herself, we'll be
14,
able to...
13, 13, 16, 14. Yeah, those are very manageable numbers.
They're all almost there.
Divert.
Divert, but you fly backwards.
Yeah, turned all the impact into momentum.
Into
That's
momentum,
physics.
backward.
He's exactly where he needs to be. Apostate's holding on. Also did what he had to open up the big guy to a proper hit. Zero strength is gone.
Okay.
Here comes more wobbling.
You know what? At this point, I'd say fine.
Yeah.
Because you need to do some actual damage to these guys.
Softening their armor is welcome.
Yeah, this is a good hit. Worthwhile. As long as they keep going after Folka like that, we're in good shape.
These three have everything they need to finish the job.
Should get down whoever strength you can before the umbrage comes up. Assuming that's what he's doing.
Probably is. Yep, there it goes. And still, that's the largest remaining strength. There's 11s on the field, and that's it.
Yeah, you can handle that.
We have that much armor to spend. We have a good breaker. We have non-zero strength left in Ivor. And full willpower in Ivor.
What is that singer at? Is he still a full?
10. 12 and 10. 4 will left. Very manageable.
Yeah. Yeah, considering you started this fight with Ivor down 6 strength.
And
Ridiculous.
instead, there he is, still fighting. Yeah,
Oh.
more umbrage.
He might
Give
be
me all
trying
your
to-
blood. He might be trying to
to
self-destruct.
Not that that would be a great idea in this situation, but, you know. Let's not tell him that.
He doesn't need to know.
God, I love when you have 20 out of 17 armor.
No, another round of
Enemy.
umbrage. Wild.
He's going for it.
Give it everything you've got.
That will not save you. None of this will save you. It's kind of funny how you put a lot of points into like divert and dodge, and it has been coming up so much this. Immediately get that value.
When fights are fundamentally about attrition, defense gains a lot of value.
Yeah, it does.
You don't have any sources of absolute defense, but anything that tips the scales in your favor adds up the deeper you go into a fight. Look at Ivor's walking out of here with 612.
I'm just
612 and full willpower.
I'm just still really confused as to why we're not fighting Bella.
Where is he? Where'd he
Where
go?
the fuck is Bella? He's eating Krumer's corpse right now. Like that, I get.
I guess.
Which, fine. You know, dude had such a hard-on for dying in battle. He finally got it. Good for him. Wonderful. Great job. You wonderful warrior. Walked up to the biggest man you could find and got him to kill you.
Only we few remember it now. There it is. We're here.
There it is.
The clock has stopped. It's over. We made it. There's the sun.
The hour hand is pointing at 13. Yeah, this just shot here is neat of the sun. The giant glass orb that we pulled out of the sky and broke. And it's funny because after, you know, the stone bridge thing, we just think, yeah, Ivan could put that back in the sky. He could do.
Also, something that helps drill home all of this.
Lives or dies here.
It's all the other caravans. they all have a little marching sprite for each character, and they've always been there at the front of each caravan. But you have to kind of like squint to see them because there's the big train of generics behind you. Here it's just us. It's the roster and nobody else.
Just our group.
Hi, Snake.
Hey.
Look, just give me half an apocalypse. Let me eat half the world.
I'm only half formed, so it's fair.
Come on, it's what I'm for. I gotta eat. He's gotta eat some. Look at this poor Snake that has not been able to consume any of reality. Just been kind of wandering around.
Half the world in exchange for the other half.
Give me the sun, and I'll only eat half the world.
Also, the actual thing that the only reason Ivan is listening to this is because Juno will die.
Juno wouldn't suffer. Juno would cease instead of going into the orb. This isn't what we came here to do. How long did I wait back at Seaguar Home? A couple days, actually, on this file.
Yeah, and you realized what a bad idea it was very quickly.
We then found a better place to wait, down the road, away from danger.
And it didn't matter because she was never going to show up there in the first place.
The answer of, actually, I hate all of you.
Yeah, at the time we trusted you.
I did wait a little bit, but did I wait enough that this would have would have an answer? That this would have weight?
2 days doesn't seem like a long time.
We would have waited forever.
What's your point, Ivan?
Also, for all that we are now standing here to save the world, it's mostly already gone, and it was kind of trash to begin with.
There wasn't a lot
Ours
to
was
see.
not a great world. Remember when we found that baby and everyone wanted to smash its head open? That child is alive. One child.
Ivan really wants you to understand how unfair this is to Juno.
Ivan really, really wants there to be any other way.
He understands he's made mistakes, but
Yes.
he's very tired of other, especially
He
Juno,
has fucked
suffering
up.
on his behalf. She continues to suffer for eternity because of his mistake.
He has fucked up because he has tried to help others and made things worse. Repeatedly.
That can't feel good. That's something that you're supposed to almost, empathize with after playing
He
3
has
acts of the Banner
tried to be a martyr, and it didn't work. He tries to make the hard decisions and do what others won't for the greater good. Or just for any good. Have you talked to Castaway? Have you warbled at
Yeah.
her? Is the orb staff in the right key for conversation?
Do you have to tune it to something different?
Remember the witch?
The one tied to the stake?
The one we rescued and brought into the family. Although, we do have Alfred. Alfred could do the ritual. Alfred thinks she could do the ritual.
Well,
This isn't what Juno wanted. Juno asked for this. Juno gave her life for you. You can't take that back. You have to accept that.
to be fair, she did that more than once.
She's gonna do it twice.
She's gonna keep doing it.
But she chose that fate. She accepts it. You can grieve. But you do have to do this. You've already done this.
I've never seen anything like a sun coming to life. And I hope I never will again. Stuck with him, just a speck so far above our heads, was Juno, who turned the darkness into light. Ivan did not want to leave the sun behind as we departed the inner earth. I expect he will return there often. No warp crossed our path on the long trek home. They have all turned to ash. And now, we are coming to this journey's long end. The same thought rattling around my head the whole way. Do I dare to hope?
And that was Banner Saga. There's a lot of variations that exist on that finale. You can talk Eyvind out of it, you can kill Eyvind, you can fail to talk Eyvind out of it. You can get everybody killed, leave Juno wandering the abyss forever, alone and immortal. Because that's what happens if you don't put her back in the sun. There's just no world except her. Wandering around. Nothing to do. You can succeed in the void, but still have the city have fallen to the abyss in the meanwhile. You can go pretty deep on enduring the siege as well. There's room for a lot of cycles.
Yeah, I went to the very edge, I think. I feel like I saw the last possible.
Given that we only got shy of 3 days from the last one, it might have been possible if you had walked in with like the very highest of possible scores to do that in one pass.
I've heard of people doing that.
That's less than 30 days of travel. And some events where I took options that cost time.
Yes, you could also just, skip as many fights as possible and do as many things to.
Now, of course, no one out here knows what just happened, just that it's over.
It stopped.
The darkness is gone. The sun is back. The sun is setting somewhere. It's dusk again. Or maybe a dawn. One or the other. Time is back. Gods are dead. We're still here.
There might be some people on the ocean.
There may have been other pockets of folks who didn't quite fall in.
People around Godstones. The horses may be outrunning the void down south.
Depending on just how far the endless plains really stretch. Want to hear what I got? No. No. Leave. Stop it. Not now. Yes, of course.
Yeah, don't take that from him now.
Only the sun had stopped. Little did they sleep. Of our bones the hills. It's the titles of all the chapters.
Yep. End to end.
It is the saga.
A good way to end all of this. That's okay, I guess.
And also, like, you could have saved the city, but still gotten everyone destroyed in the middle, in some manner, I think. So you'd get
Yeah.
this bit of the ending, but the other party never returns.
Yeah, you can have the entire other party die if you turn on each other at the very end. No one survives. Also, we have some really good this like what concept art, I guess you could say. This stuff is all real nice, depicting a bunch of things throughout the saga.
Bunch of folks we've gotten to know.
And they credit Ivan Durrell in the credits because he inspired all the landscape art throughout.
And so it's gone. Pretty decent overall. Has its
Yeah, I
rough
like the
spots,
series quite a
but
bit.
overall a good experience. Look forward to more from the team or in the setting. And that baby! There's
The
that
baby.
baby. Sequel about this baby! Their amazing
The
stone
baby.
people adventures in the new world.
The baby is the only way your main character will survive to the end of the game.
If you did not bring that baby, you can get your main murdered when they go out into the field.
There is an FMV for both Rook and Alette dying when Arparang breaks when you try to make peace with the Dredge. In my off-stream game, Oddleaf died, and I was very sad. And Rook just kind of went numb after that part of the game, and it was very sad.
Ubin's horse adventures. Who's this punching?
Rugga.
Oh yeah, that would be.
It's got to be Rugga.
Yeah, beating the shit out of Rugga. Finally ending Rugga.
That might be. I thought that. I think that might be. There might be a different version of that for if you played as Rook.
And the murder. Well, the betrayal, the stabbing.
Yeah, the peace treaty. The meeting that goes extremely wrong because of course it goes wrong. Bear training. I assume that's Eric.
Presumably. And this one, that's probably young Ivor?
Yeah, I think that's the Destroyer.
Ivor becoming the Destroyer. That's Ingvar.
Yeah.
The brothers. Reunited. Two
Yeah,
brothers.
both your brothers survived.
At
How
the
about
end
that?
of the world.
That's cool. You managed to do that. I didn't do that. My caravan killed him.
And the full Stone team. Well, Castaway's not here. Most of the Stone team.
That's Alfrun in front.
Yeah, Alfrun up front.
So that might be Kiwi, Bastion, and Apostate.
And now also this sign of hope for the future. Human children dressing up as Dredge.
Yeah, that's neat. Or that one of them's dressing up as a Varl, it seems.
Yeah.
They might be acting out.
acting out the saga. Further back,
Pretty good job.
the family in earlier times. Raven's doing Raven stuff.
Yeah, that's a Folkus shield.
Spar still isn't dead. It's weird there's not enough music to cover the full credits.
Does it stop?
It stopped. They don't have a loop to extend.
That's kind of weird.
And more backers.
There are the backers.
Act 3 was also kickstarted.
Yeah, Act 1 and 3 were kickstarted. The second one was not.
Here we go. Barbariana Clyde. How long will this roll? How many backers we got at 3 columns at this speed?
I don't know, maybe I want to say like 10 minutes maybe. It's not like it's not going to be Mighty Number 9, I can tell you that.
Nothing is that. The mighty 5 hours of credits.
Well, I'm glad they did kickstart Act 3 because it seemed like they kind of needed that boost to finish it all.
Yeah, it would make sense if some of the jank in Act 2 was down to just a shorter dev cycle, giving them less time to refine,
Yeah.
not having the budget to skim over it more. Because man, Eyeless, that was something.
Yeah, it's funny because on normal that fight is not a thing. It's not that hard. In fact, it's kind of underwhelming. Even with her, like it seems like there's no real good balance between she gets 2 attacks and is going to completely wreck your shit, or you alpha strike her and completely nullify anything she could do.
Because of the way fights work, there are breakpoints in the numbers that are far more important than anywhere else. And 20, 22, those are past a very important line.
It's an exceedingly large number in this world.
20 and you get to double attack with launching and poison, super poison that extends beyond death. Ghost Pirate 21.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's supposed to be another eyeless fight, but you didn't actually do.
Yeah, that's deep into the siege if you let it go back enough.
Yeah. Which is weird because that's, you know, a caravan. fighting Eyeless.
It
Not
probably
beat
shows up in
Caravan.
survival mode if you do Act 3 survival mode.
Is there a survival mode in Act
Is
3?
there
I
an
didn't
I
see
thought
it.
I saw an Act 3 survival mode on the menu. If not, it may have been patched in at some point, because they do still have the occasional patch they're releasing.
Maybe? The Eyeless fight in survival mode is like where I usually lose someone. Because, why? Of course, you're gonna
Jean-Jacques,
lose
the
somebody.
bear.
Oh, there is a survival mode? Cool. Maybe there wasn't when I first played the game, which was like literally the day it came out.
Nah, it's a backer reward and DLC for the regular version,
Oh, is it? That's a bit weird.
I guess.
You don't need to charge for that.
I bought these as a bundle, so I probably just got that as well.
I'm glad Joseph Joestar backed this game. Good on him.
A patron of art.
Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, it seems that they did just patch in survival mode sometime in November.
Yep. Backers.
They didn't put any other sounds in there.
Nope.
Ran out of soundtrack.
The soundtrack is dead. The composer has stopped.
Alston Wintory is dead. Probably after composing 3 different soundtracks for the same series in a I don't know, a 6-year period of time. Let's see. When did the first game come
None.
out?
The Void backed this.
None. Okay, so the first one came out in January 2014.
Ray? What's A dot? Which twist of the vowel is A with one circle?
I don't know.
Ugh. Whoa.
Bro.
All lowercase. So you know. Of course, the Sunder Slayer. One or the other, or both, are here.
One of them.
13th Warrior, good to see them. Last active Dying Pool.
Oh shit, there I am. There I am. I almost missed it. I'm gone. I'm in there. The voice of dog is in there.
Ah, yes. Wasdal.
Wasdal. Whit Johnson. We. Wow, are you really going to let me type as
A
much as I
whole
want in
yurt.
this box?
And a couple Cyrillic
Yeah.
names at the end.
Of course, yeah. Zounds. That's a good name.
And, yeah, same.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite indie games, honestly, just for the scope of the story it tells, and
It is an
mostly due to its
experience.
storytelling. Yeah. It's some very strong storytelling with a very good aesthetic, and that's really what I like to see in games. Oh, hey, there it is. It's, yeah, survival mode is there now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The gods were dead. Then experience
were
remained. Keep walking.
Continue to march.